Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about what is computer programming. So let's start. In today's world, we are all heavily relevant on various software products that were carefully programmed by developers. But what is computer programming? I will provide the definition of programming as well as examples of different types of programming. I will also suggest a list of courses you can take to start learning how to code. Definition of programming. A computer program consists of code text executed on the computer to perform particular tasks. This code is written by programmers. Programming is a process of giving machines a set of instructions that describe how a program should be carried out. Programmers will spend their whole career learning a variety of programming languages and tools so they can learn effectively build computer programs. Programmers will start by using a code editor or IDE to write its code sources. Code, this is collection of code written in programming languages that other programmers can read. Sources code need to convert it into machine language so machine can understand the instructions and execute the program. The process of converting source code into machine is known as compiling. Examples of compiled programming languages would be C and C++. There are other languages that do not use compilers. Instead of these languages, will use an interpreter that will read and execute the code. Examples of interested programming languages would be just JavaScript and PHP. Once the code is executed, then the computer programming can run. The different types of computer programs include WordPress databases, systems, video games, and websites. These computer programs allow us to interact with different software devices and services like phones, websites, and the computer themselves. Mm, History of programming. Many historical believe Ada Lovelace was the first created a published computer program in 19th century. She was a mathematician who translated Luigi of Federica and Breeze writing on the analytic engine. In this translation, Ada had added her own extensive notes and created a method of calculating Bernoulli numbers for an analytic engine. The work of mathematic Alonzo Church as well as Turing machine were the first introduction of computer codes. In the 1920s, computers were created, which was followed by the earliest programming language. For the next century, as machines and technology continued to evolve, so did the number of programming languages. Types of programming language. There are hundreds of programming languages in existence. Developers will first consider the need of applications so they can decide which language would be appropriate to use. Here are some few popular programming languages. The first one is Python, JavaScript, C, C++, Java, C Sharp, Ruby, and PHP. Some of these languages are primarily used in the field of development, while others are more general purpose programming languages. JavaScript is primarily used in web development and usually the first programming language learned by the beginner web developers. JavaScript can also be used for mobile and game development. Python can be used in a variety of areas. Machine learning and web development. Programming language grouped in a variety of categories. Here are a list of some of the categories. Machine language, a low-level language that consists of no O's and ones, binary, high-level language, and are compiled into machine code that the code can be executed by the computer. Assembly language, a low language that is compiled by an assembler. Assemblers translate human code to machine code. Procedural language, this approach through series of procedures because of the program executed on the computer. Scripting language, this language oftentimes don't need to be complied, but rather interpreted. Interpret means an interpreter will read and execute the code instead of being complied into machine code. Functional language, this works with the idea of building complex programs, though a collection of smaller functions. Object-oriented language, this works with the idea of building programs around collection of objects, for example Java and Python. There are many software paradigms and language to explore that we didn't cover in this video, but this should give you a good start into various types of programming language out there. Uh, Types of programming jobs. There are many types of jobs that you can choose from this article with just focus on the famous areas. Web developer. These types of programming build application for the web. They will work, can also go through Bootstrap, which entail months of intensive study. Here are some resources to look into if you are interested in this field. Mobile developer. These types of developers build applications for mobile devices. The programming language will include React Native, Swift, Flutter, Java, and Kotlin. There are plenty of courses that you can take online to teach yourself. Salaries will differ between locations, but they tend to be high-paying jobs. Game development. This programming will build custom game for mobile, desktop, and game console. Use programming language can include C++, C Sharp, and Lua. These programmers will work for the independent game studios as well as larger international company like Sony. There are plenty of courses that you can take online to teach yourself. Salaries will differ between location, but they tend to be high-paying jobs. Here are some resources to look into your different in the field. Computer system engineer. This profession combines computer science and engineering to work on complex business applications. Programming language will include Python, Java, and C++. The typical education path would be a formal baccalaureate degree in computer science. Salaries will tend to be the six figures. Uh, Skills programmers should have. A professional programmer will uh, have a variety of responsibilities when it comes to building computer programs. Writing clean code, problem solving, testing application, fixing error, good communication, ability to work, patience, and perseverance. So that's all for today. See you in the next videos. Bye.